Excuse me, do you have a few minutes to talk to me and let me ask you a couple of questions? I'm trying to talk to people that are here in the Bible Belt on their ethical decisions and if they're influenced by their religious preferences. Is this something I can talk to you about, and just to ask you some questions about how it's influenced?
Yeah.
So we're not from Texas. We're from New Jersey and Chicago.
Okay,
we
right
moved
on.
here about 7 years ago. Not religious at all.
You're not?
Yeah.
Okay.
My name is Mohammed. I'm not practicing anything.
Okay, my name is Callie. Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. So how do you base your ethical decisions then? If they don't come from a sense of your religious beliefs, what do you base them off of?
Yeah, what feels
Parents, cultural guidance when I was growing up, really.
Right, so it's something that just your parents taught you.
Yeah, it's like what's right and wrong kind of thing, and what they felt. I mean, it evolves, obviously, right? As you experience the world, it's your experience versus what your parents were.
Okay.
Especially my parents were immigrants, so they had a completely
Where did they come from?
Afghanistan and Ecuador.
Oh, okay, right on.
It's
very different.
wildly different
Right.
than what it is here.
Right.
So yeah, it's just what they taught me, and then what you learn along the way, really.
Okay, it sounds like some of what you're saying is that truth is actually relative. Or would you say that truth is absolute?
It's relative. I mean, if you take it down to it, everything's relative. I mean, you know what I mean? If you take a philosophy class, everything turns into relativity.
Like we talk about this all the time, and we go back and forth because he was like super liberal in college, and you know, I'm opening my eyes.
Oh, bless you.
You know, I come from a liberal family too, but still opening my eyes, you know, later on in life, and we have these kind of arguments where I'm like, well, how could they think that way? You know, that's terrible. How do you look at somebody like that? And he's like, well, you have to understand where they're coming from, right?
Okay.
And it's that kind of thing.
So if truth is relative, then how can you possibly base an ethical decision off of something that shifts around? Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Then there actually is no ethic.
No, it's kind
right?
of,
If there is no right and no wrong, because that's what we're saying about truth being relative, that there's no absolute right and no absolute wrong.
Right.
Well, it's a balance between sociology and psychology, right?
Right.
It's a balance between the self and what's acceptable in the society you're in.
Because you have to be respectful of everybody's individual.
So if it's a societal construct, then what our society says is right makes it right. So just for sake of argument, blacks in our country, it was legal to own them. Was that right or wrong?
Yeah, it's wrong. And
It's wrong.
It's
okay. And the Nazis killing all of the Jews. It was not only legal, but it was something that they were pushing for, right? And is it wrong? Right. So it can't be that society dictates to us what's culturally right and wrong, because what we're saying by looking back at them and saying it was wrong is we're denying their cultural stance on this relativity. Yeah. So we're basing that off of something that is not fluctuating, but something that is set. Oh, I'm sorry. I know you're
yeah, we got to. It's 6:30. We got to get to.
But, do you see what I'm saying there? Yeah. So what you're doing is you're basing that decision off of something outside, right? Something that is actually absolute, because you know that was wrong.
Right. Well,
there's something that is wrong.
Yeah. You know it now, or you know it outside of the experience, right? If you're part of that experience, who knows what you'd be socially constructed to believe in.
Right. So nowadays, what would you say about abortion? Is that right or is that wrong? Is the taking of human life, is it right because socially we've accepted it as something that's correct? Or is this something like slavery or the Jews, where we've killed more than 60 million in the past 40 years?
I wouldn't say there's no correct, right? When it comes to abortion, it's situational.
Well,
why is it? See, that's what I'm saying. Is why is it situational? I think it's either a human life or it's not a human life.
It depends on your perception of it, of what is human life.
Yeah, and that's the big question.
Right. So where would you put human life? Would you say that somebody with an individual DNA that matches 0 other people in the world, unless they're twins, right? But that genetic code is for them and their makeup for their entire life. Would you consider that life as an individual, distinct from all other people?
Well, it depends, because it's the concept of life. It's the blueprint for life, but it doesn't mean it's necessarily life. That's what
So where does life start, I guess, is the question.
That's a big.
Something that that's something I'm prepared to answer.
That's
Right.
a big question, and I don't.
Well, I'd ask you to think about it. I mean, because you obviously, this is life,
Yeah.
right? Did she get life when she was born? I mean, so like 2 days before that, or 2 minutes before.
I mean, when
would
you
it be okay
experience
to
the
kill
entire-
her
when you experience
versus
the
now?
entire development, right? That gives you a lot of perspective.
Right.
Because in the first trimester, the first 12 weeks, there's not much going on. There's a little nugget in there that can be something, that can grow into something, but there's not much happening. There's growth happening, but the same way that these cells develop and
It's no different than this, just smaller.
well, it's not there yet. It's not just smaller. It's not even developed. It's not growing.
Well, I mean, if
I don't
you're
wanna,
okay,
I'm sorry. We have an event that's ending in like 10, 15 minutes, so I'm really
Well,
sorry.
can I give you a little bit of information on it, just to
Sure.
look up?
Sure.
Here's this. And I would just ask you to think about it. This is a Holocaust that's happening in our country right now. You love life. You obviously love children. And over 3,000 a day are being murdered. So just something to think about. Thank you for your time.
Yeah, take care.